No, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. We really have to get some music for this at the beginning. Okay, I like that.
That's all I can do though.
Oh my gosh.
Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to episode 3 of Lagged Out. I'm Joe.
No, I'm just kidding. Gosh, that I started laughing so hard when he did that the last episode. It was actually really funny. Yeah. Well, yeah, guys, welcome back.
It's more like a seizure.
I'm Adam, and that's Joseph.
It's Joe.
Joe, sorry, formerly known as Joseph, but goes by Joe now.
Formerly.
So yeah. Hi, Joe.
Hi. Adam.
How have you been this week?
Great. I freaking slept for 12 hours on Saturday, so that was awesome.
Wait, as in slept like into Sunday 12 hours,
No, like
or
from Friday to Saturday I slept for 12 hours and it was glorious.
Wait, when did you wake up?
Well, I went to bed at 4 and I woke up at 4.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I was like, wow, I just slept through like the whole day. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know how you do that, to be honest.
I don't know either. And then it kind of threw me off a little bit on Saturday because like I was up till like 3, but then like it got fixed today. I only slept until 1.
Oh, okay, only 1. You only slept to the mid-afternoon.
Well, I had to get up at 1 because it was Community Day in Pokemon Go. Got that shiny Beldum, you know? Shiny Metagross.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's actually, yeah. I need to get back into it. I mean, I've done a little bit at work, but I haven't done a lot. But
it's on Gen 4
definitely
now, dude. Freaking like
I know.
Infernape and everything. Lucario.
So when did that come out? That came out this last week?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to try it out then some more. It's not that I don't like it. I just haven't kept up with it. But Joe is definitely, if you guys, any listeners that are avid Pokemon Go players, Joe is your one-stop news sort. No, I'm just kidding. But he plays Pokemon Go a lot. He likes to do community stuff.
Yep.
He's actually a Pokemon, so
Master.
that's why.
Pokemon Master.
Oh, Pokemon Master. Sorry. Yeah,
yeah,
he is. So if you were any Pokemon person in the show, who would you want to be?
Like
if you want to be okay.
like
So
the main
two
show,
questions.
or like
I
one
got
of the
2 good
spin-off
questions.
ones? Okay.
So yeah. So like the main TV show.
Okay.
If you had to pick a human being, right, like a person to be in the show, who would you be? And then if you had to be a Pokemon, who would you be?
Okay, I'd be Ash because.
Gosh. So
Okay. No, okay. Here's why. Like, yeah, he's kind of dumb in the first couple of seasons or whatever, but he gets better, and he sees all the cool stuff. Like, he sees all the legendaries and all that stuff. He's caught some like pseudo legendaries. Like in Gen 6, he actually made it to the finals, and he should have freaking won. But of course,
good Lord, it only took him 15 years.
Of course, you know, it was more like 20, but yeah. But of course, he lost because the writers have to make him lose. Because I think the show's creator said the day that he wins like a Pokemon League tournament is the day that the show stops.
That's what I was gonna wonder. Like, I was like, I guess the show's gonna end when he actually becomes a Pokemon Master because he's still technically like an amateur.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be Ash because like he gets to do all the fun stuff and everything. And he's 10 years old forever. So,
oh my gosh, that is true.
Even though in Gen 6 he looks like he could have been like 15, but and it's weird because it's just like they gave him teeth.
They gave him teeth?
So like, you know, like when he smiles, I was like, he has teeth. But like when he talks, you would never see his teeth. But then like in Gen 6, they made it so you could see his teeth when he talked. And it's like, why is he so much older now? What the heck?
That's super creepy. I don't know how my body feels about that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. That's true. I never really noticed that they don't have teeth, really, kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
they do now, but yeah.
Interesting.
And then as to what Pokemon I'd be, I think I'd probably be Mew, because Mew's like very troll, and it can turn into any other Pokemon. So it's like, you know, it's basically me.
Oh my gosh! So you're just a shapeshifter in real life?
I wouldn't say shapeshifter, but I like to troll people. And
so you're a meme shifter.
I basically have multiple personalities in my head. You know,
that's right.
Like a crazy person. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I hear you talking to yourself all the time. So
yeah.
Watch out, guys. Watch out for Joe. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's true or not. But you always tell me you're crazy, so I just accept that you're crazy.
I mean, I am. My parents still don't believe me, but whatever.
I don't know if that's like a good thing to accept, but at least you know it, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I mean, it's not like crazy, like, oh, I gotta stab and eat people or anything like that. Like, I'm not like Hannibal Lecter. It's just like, you know, when I'm alone and I'm bored, it's like someone's got to entertain me, so it might as well be me. So
True.
And then I just think of like the most stupidest things, and it makes me laugh. And it's like, why is that dude just laughing randomly? But
that is true. Actually,
in my head,
I've
there's
noticed
a good reason. But yeah.
Like when I watch Joe's streams, guys, sometimes he's just laughing by himself, and it actually makes me laugh then, but I try not to laugh because I don't want to feel his craziness.
You don't want to give in.
I don't want to give in to his crazy video game streamingness.
Consume you.
Exactly. No, that's also, guys, side note before I tell you my favorite stuff, you guys should check out our video on Pokemon Stadium on YouTube. It's really fun. Do we have 2 videos?
2 of them, yeah. It was on Pokemon Stadium 2, and we did 2. Well, we did 3 of them.
I think they're all really funny, if I remember right. But I just remember, I don't want to spoil it, but there's definitely some laugh. I think, no, one of them has Derek in it, so that's why, I think. Remember? I think Derek was in one of the Pokemon.
No, that was Smash. Yeah, that was Smash.
Are you sure? Because I thought he did.
We did Smash, the original Smash Bros. With him, and then we did Dragon Ball Z Budokai. And then you and I did Pokemon Stadium 2. We did 2 battle episodes.
And then we did the games, right? Yeah. The battle episodes are really funny, in my opinion.
The mini games lasted a lot longer than I thought. I thought I was going to crush you, but like it was actually like pretty tied. I won't actually say who won, but like...
I don't even remember who won, to be honest. I just remember what happened in our Pokemon Stadium video that was hilarious, that made me laugh so much. Yeah. But I don't want to spoil it because it's great. So you guys should check that out because... I thought that was amazing. So
for anyone who plays Pokemon Go, just sidetracking again real quick, my trainer code is 614626294882. You can add me if you want.
That's also his social security number.
It's actually not. It's too many numbers.
That's true. Yeah, guys, my code is 6969. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. I don't even know my code. I'll have to look at it. But yeah, you guys should add Joe. He went to GoFest actually.
I did. Oh my god, GoFest! I was thinking about that today. I think about that like every community day. It was just.
It's like great. Joe. I think about that every day I wake up. Just GoFest.
I mean, it was awesome, dude.
I mean, you can tell them about it a little bit if you want. I don't care. Do you want to enlighten a little bit what it was, how it was? I caught
all of the things and did everything, and it was great.
Well, they have that was a great description. I'm glad that you described how.
Well, I mean, like it's been like how many months?
I know,
like
it's a while.
5 months or no, not 5 months. It's 3 months, but like wow, it's been 3 months. Only 3 months? Dang. But
he's crazy, guys.
I just a little bit. I mean, I don't know. Like there was a ton of shinies, a ton of like rare spawns and stuff. So I was just catching like everything. Getting tons of like XP and all these cool Pokemon and stuff. And people at GoFest got like access to Pokemon that weren't released yet to the whole world. So like we got Celebi first. We got the India region exclusive Pokemon Torkoal. So I don't have to go to India now, which is great. And we got a ton of shinies. We got some of the Alolan Pokemon before anyone else, which is awesome. And like just even though it was like in the park, the whole city was like lit up with like lures and Pokemon. It was freaking awesome. And then, Chicago's cool too, I guess.
Chicago's like kind of cool, No, that's cool. Well, for getting back to our Pokemon question, if I had to be any character in the game, I would be series. Oh, series. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Series.
Yeah, that's right.
I would definitely probably be Brock because he's such a troll. And I think he's hilarious. And he's voiced by Kaiba. And I could just do quotes the whole time.
And he voices James.
Yeah, exactly. I just think Brock is hilarious. And so Brock would be my character.
I can use my frying pan as a drying pan.
Oh, my gosh. Is that from the...
That's from
what is it?
I want to say it's one of the... I think it's one of the movies.
Oh, okay.
Mewtwo Returns or something like that. It's like raining and they're trying to get to like shelter. So Brock pulls out his frying pan, holds it over his head like an umbrella. He's like, I can use my frying pan as a drying pan.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, so if I had to pick a Pokemans to be, I think I would probably choose Scyther.
Wigglytuff. Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Wigglytuff. Nope. Rip Wigglytuff. I don't want to be some fluffy pink thing that apparently weighs a lot.
But you're fluffy now.
I'm not fluffy. I'm soft.
Same thing.
Fluffy's like hairy, which I guess I technically am. For you guys, letting you guys know that. But
That's gross.
I'm hairy everywhere, guys.
You're more
no,
like Tangela then.
Oh my gosh. No, that's like some weird stuff. But anyways, yeah, I would be Scyther because he's like one of the coolest Pokemon, and he's like probably my favorite. Just probably Scyther, the OG, just from Gen 1, because he's like probably one of my favorite Pokemon. And
you can
growing
never
up as a
hug
kid,
anyone though.
it's fine. I can scythe them, and they'll be fine.
I'll
just carry Band-Aids. I'll just carry Band-Aids with me.
Yeah, a Band-Aid. Well, I guess it is a cartoon, so Band-Aids fix everything.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know what I really used to like though in the show is those little things that Brock used to make for the Pokemon and the humans. They're like the little like they're like the rice things, and they like used to eat them.
So yeah, they're like rice balls, which is funny because like in the English version they call them donuts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
To westernize it, because people are like, what the frick is a rice ball? But yeah, I don't know.
They look so good.
They really did. I'm like, oh my god, that looks like a really good donut, you know?
It did not look like a donut to me at all.
Dude, I remember
it looked like a coconut ball or something.
I remember the Primeape episode where like Ash it was like when they met Mankey in the wild, and it stole one of like their donuts, their rice balls, and Ash was trying to catch the Mankey, and it threw the rice ball at the Pokeball, and he caught the rice ball instead.
Interesting.
Yeah. I saw a Primeape today in Pokemon Go, but then it disappeared, and I was sad.
I named my Primate Get Pex in Pokemon Go. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't name him that. Can you name your Pokemon in Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to figure this out and name mine some like
that's
really
one of the
immature
tricks
stuff.
to evolving Eevee.
Oh, that's right. You have to like name them, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hello again, guys. Thanks, guys, for tuning in for a little 10-minute, 12-minute Pokemon question icebreaker. Thank you guys for watching the second episode. We got
this is the third episode.
No, I know. But I'm saying thank you.
Okay,
thank you guys for all watching the second episode, because we got someone who commented that was talking. We were talking a lot about battle royale games and like the future of like video games in the last episode. If you guys missed that, and you know if battle royale games are gonna continue to be big and not. But we had one guy say that he felt like it was gonna be the next 5 years in gaming, which I thought was interesting. I don't know.
Battlefield's battle royale is going to be good, but
yeah, I don't know how I don't know how I feel about that. Just because I saw someone who actually wrote an article on that said Battlefield's pretty much had a battle royale game their whole time, because you're playing like 50v50, you know, in multiplayer, and it's sort of like, I mean, it's not battle royale, but it's almost sort of exactly like Call of Duty Blackout, except for there's just not elimination.
I wonder which one they would do then, since like the last Battlefield was World War One. So would you have like World War One battle royale?
Yeah, I don't know. That would be really interesting. I did really like the last Battlefield though. That was actually really good. I didn't get to play it I just didn't have people to play with, but it's a really fun game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know if it's gonna do well, because I feel like Battlefield's a very niche game, and it was like the very broad, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the huge map game, you know, where everyone's playing with vehicles, and I feel like that's kind of their thing. And it's like,
yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna be great, but you never know. It's just. I heard someone today too tell me about Call of Duty. They bought it, and they said that it's actually really hard compared to it's harder to win compared to Fortnite, which I was then thinking, I bet it probably is, because it's probably easier to play.
Yeah.
Because everyone's played Call of Duty before pretty much, so like people are probably a lot better at it, and so you don't have to build or you don't have to do anything.
There's no mechanic you have to learn. It's just collect loot, shoot, and win.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that's interesting. I bet the competition's actually a lot better. And the time to kill I've seen has been really, really like long. Like it takes a lot to kill someone. At least compared to like Fortnite. I don't know what you think about that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Battlefield thing, but I do think maybe the next 5 years could be like a battle royale kind of themed years, but the PlayStation 5 apparently is supposed to be coming out next year. I saw something on that. So, but I mean, dude, it's been like
5 years.
5 or 6 years since PlayStation 4 came out. Because I got a PlayStation 4 my junior year, and that was like 2013, I think. So I think it's been like 5 years, which is kind of the I feel like that's like the time, right? Technically,
I don't know. I feel like it's still too soon. It feels like we like just got the PS4 Pro.
No, I know. I'm not saying that like it should happen. I'm just saying like that's what apparently I was reading that like it's supposed to be rumored to come out in 2019.
I don't think so.
We'll have to check. We'll have to get back to you guys next episode on that because like we'll do some more research on it. But I did see an article about it. So
here's why
I don't know.
I don't think that. Because so every year PlayStation has like their own like I guess you could say like E3 event. It's called PlayStation Experience. But this year they didn't have it because they felt there wasn't enough for them to like debut at the event. So like they didn't want people to be like just bored sitting at their event like, oh, look at these like small like indie games that are coming out, and like, oh, look, we have this new pink controller, it's like pink camo or whatever. Like, you know, the Spider-Man already came out, so like that's like their biggest game of the year probably.
For PlayStation exclusive, yeah.
So it's like they didn't have anything that would really like grab people's attention, and I feel like if they didn't unveil it at E3 if they don't unveil it at E3 next year, they would have done it at PlayStation Experience, I feel like. So I don't know, but
yeah, no, I'm not saying it should. Like, I think the PlayStation 4 has been a really good system.
I just think it's still too soon for the next gen of consoles, because like we have the Xbox One Extreme or whatever
Plus
it's called.
X, 46,000 or something.
Xbox One XS, whatever the frick, and then the PS4 Pro. Sorry, Xbox fans. But it's like, okay, so both of those systems can, you know, play like 4K, 1080p, you know, 60 FPS natively or whatever.
Right.
Where do you go from there if it's only been like a year or two since that came out?
Yeah, because like a lot of people were saying that it might be coming out because like they're trying to like catch up to PC in a sense, but they're never going to catch up to PC.
Yeah, PC advances way too quickly.
But like, because like it's hard to make it would be hard to catch up to PC without sacrificing like the price. Like if they wanted to,
yeah,
they could make it on par with PCs, but it would be like $15,000 plus your soul.
Yeah.
It'd be like your soul to get a PlayStation. So like, yeah, that's a good point because like, yeah, it might not. It just depends. I saw an article on it, and I know that it's supposed to be pretty like it's not like very far away. I don't think, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Like I have the original PlayStation 4, and you do too. We don't have the pros, but I mean, I can definitely tell there's some like slowness to it now.
Yep.
But I don't know. I don't think I would get a pro because I think the next thing I want to do is buy a gaming PC. But but like, I don't know. I really like it. I like the PS4. I like it a lot better than the PS3. And like, I don't know. I was gonna ask you what your thoughts were, like, because I know everyone's always got that like PS4 Xbox debate and stuff, and it's like, in my opinion, I felt like the PS4 was way better than the Xbox One, or the Xbone, as everyone likes to say, which I think is hilarious. But I do think that's probably better than the Xbox 720. That just sounds really stupid. But like, yeah,
you
like
can play it diagonally.
You can play it everywhere. Like, yeah, I don't even know, but like I felt like the PS4 was just way more user friendly, and I felt like the exclusives are a lot better because who cares? Okay, well, I don't want to offend anyone, but I don't care at all about Forza. Okay, I'm sorry, guys that like racing games. I apologize. And like, I can't even think of another Xbox exclusive game like Titanfall. Like, I don't care about Titanfall.
Both
like,
Titanfalls weren't that great.
Like, I don't think they're great.
Gameplay was good. There was just not enough content.
Yeah, like I remember playing the first one. I actually was pretty decent at it. I played it at Cole's, one of our friends' house, and the multiplayer was pretty fun, but that was like it. It was like nothing else. And I was like, hey Cole, so what else are we supposed to do? Like, I don't know. I just remember I was really bored, but yeah, like I know there's other Xbox exclusives, but I feel like the PS4 exclusives were a lot better because I mean you have Last of Us, Uncharted, you have Spider-Man, you have God of War, like. There's just so many good games, like, I feel like, on PlayStation 4. But then I would say that Xbox 360 was a lot better than the PS3. Like, PS3 was, like, super clunky.
Yeah.
And it was like a freaking brick, dude. That thing was, like, I still have mine. It's, like, 20,000 pounds.
What I don't get about it is, like, if you laid it... So you're supposed to technically, like, lay it down, I guess? Or no, I guess you're technically supposed to stand it up, but, like...
Yeah, I had it horizontal.
I always had mine horizontal, too. And, like, it's got that curved top, so you couldn't really put anything on top of it. Not that you necessarily should put something on a console anyways, but, like, if you needed to or something, like, it would just be prone to maybe falling off because it was like a curved roof, basically. Whereas now, I love the PS4 design. It's like a freaking, like, not pentagram, parallelogram. And
there you go.
It's sleek.
Basic shapes.
Yeah, dude. Geometry.
Basic shapes. Yo, speaking of that, my controller and the Black Ops 3 is on top of my PlayStation right now.
Yeah. See, and I bet you it's very stable sitting on that flat surface.
It is. It is just, it's hanging out. It's like, hey, Adam, how you doing today?
10 out of 10 would put controller on again.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like I love the design of it. It looks like you could probably stab someone to death with it too, but I mean, it's a lot more appealing to the eye than like a box like Xbox. So
no, it is. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I did actually really like the Xbox 360 interface a lot better. It was a lot more easy. Like the Xbox One, okay, I know it's probably because I actually have an Xbox One. It's at Cole's house. I just keep it there because I don't ever play
for like 3 years.
Because I don't like play it. I bought it for like $150, and it's like I bought Rainbow Six Siege for it, and I bought like and I canceled my subscription because I'm like I'm not playing. Like I don't know. Like all my friends had PS4s. I bought a PS4 first, but like. I got it like a good deal, so I was like, I'm just gonna buy it just for content stuff. Yeah. But I don't even I don't use it because it's just like there's no point because like sorry Cole, I ain't gonna play with you on Xbox right now. Like I don't have any of your games. Like like you know what I'm saying. Cole's probably gonna stop listening to our podcast now. But I just when I'm on the Xbox interface, I want to literally like. Stuff my face with burritos and like throw up or something. That's a terrible depiction, but I can't. It makes my body hurt. I'm just like what am I doing? There's like so many different like menus, and I'm like, just tell me where the game's at, and tell me where I'm supposed to go. Like I just want to click the game.
Yeah,
and
I will
people
say,
are gonna probably like give me crap for it because like they're like it's not that hard, but for me, I am not a smart man sometimes, so.
Yeah,
it's not.
I will
easy
say,
for me.
like the Xbox One system, it's very like as organized as it might seem, like with the tiles and all that. Like there's just a lot in each like tile.
Yes.
So like it's organized, but it's also like cluttered. So in that sense, like I understand what you mean. It could also just be that I'm used to the PlayStation interface, but.
I feel like the PlayStation 4 interface is really simple. Like, yeah, I don't know. The PlayStation. It's not too much different from the PlayStation 3 one, but the PlayStation 3 one was still a little more confusing. Mm-hmm. And it looks better on PlayStation 4, I think now, obviously. But I don't know. It's just like they kept it simple, and I'm like, thank you, God, for keeping it simple because this is ridiculous. Like, I don't. If you guys will find out, and Joe knows this, I am not a big fan of the new Windows operating systems. I think they suck. Because I am personally I like Windows 7. Okay. I love Windows 7.
So you draw the line at Windows 8.
Exactly. I think Windows 8's the first time they went to the app-based looking thing, right? I don't think that one was too bad, but I'm a Mac person, guys, because I'm a designer as like a job. So like I use Mac because Mac's better for design. Windows is better for gaming, in my opinion. But the new Windows operating systems they hurt my soul. Like they make me want to play Dark Souls for 10 hours. Like, and I don't want to play that game for 10 hours. Like, I don't know. They make me hurt.
Did you ever beat Dark Souls?
Negative. That is a negative.
Yeah.
I need to, honestly, There's a lot of games I need to beat. Like, and Joe can probably tell you how many games I need to beat. Let's see if Joe can name the games that I need to beat.
Batman, Witcher, Dark Souls.
Okay, wait. Which Batman?
All of them.
True. Okay, keep going. Witcher.
Witcher 3, yeah.
Okay.
Dark Souls.
Okay. There's definitely more.
Oh, I know there's more. Those are the most recent ones I can think of. What else do you have like sitting next to you? Let's see.
You can't cheat. You can't come in here.
No, I know. I don't know.
Okay, so you're correct.
All of them.
So yeah, exactly, all of them. I haven't beaten an actual game since like Destiny or
Which
like
you can't even,
Call
like,
of Duty.
Beat those
yeah,
games, technically.
yeah, but like I've actually beat the campaign. But here's the thing, I want to have a stream or video series where I just beat all these games eventually. Like I've said this for like 2 years now, and I haven't done it. But the thing is, when it comes to beating like really story-driven games, I love those games, but I get super nervous and stressed out for some reason because like I feel like
Fallout. There we go.
yeah, like yep, there's another one. Like I don't know, you haven't even beaten that.
No, I haven't.
Ha. But you do have like a pretty high level character. But yeah, like the games that Yep, Mystery Abercock. Also, go check out Joe's video called Mystery Abercock's Day Off. It's so great. He made this like serial killer looking
guy. He's not
guy.
a serial killer. He's just a friendly guy who's trying to help out. You know.
He's got scars on his lips like the Joker. Come on.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Oh my gosh. Joe also has a very hilarious voice in that video too. He does for one thing. He's like, what were you called? The remember you did like the spinning thing?
The silver shroud.
The silver the silver shroud.
The silver shroud is here to save the day.
Oh my god.
With his trusty dog companion Silverfang.
I feel like Joe did that voice for like 20 minutes. I don't know how you did that. It was insane. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, so those games for some reason like I never finished them, but I want to finish them, and I'm going to finish these games, but they need to stop stressing me out. But yes, I'm like 80% of the way through The Witcher 3, which is actually really far for me. But that and then Batman I actually opened it like 3 months ago. I haven't put it in yet because
he took the plastic off.
I got it as a Black Friday deal along with Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, which is another one. But I've played probably about 2% of that game, and then. I did beat Far Cry 4. I did beat that.
Did you beat it by sitting at the beginning for 15 minutes?
No. I didn't do the little Easter egg thing. No, I actually went through the whole whole game. That was actually probably the last game that was like a story-driven game, you could say, I guess, that I beat.
Last of Us. Have you beat that?
No, I'm actually farther in that, though. I'm pretty far in The Last of Us, actually. I don't know how far I got with Sean, but we got pretty far. But so that one, what was the other one you said? You said, Batman. No, I said Batman, Witcher. There was another one. Oh, yeah, Fallout 4. Let's see.
Are you typing it down? Or Googling?
No, I had to unlock my computer because it keeps locking because I'm stupid.
Why don't you, adjust the settings so it doesn't lock after like 2 minutes?
I probably could, but it doesn't really matter. Like it can stay locked. I just like to have it unlocked. But Watch Dogs, another game, trash game. Hated it. Yep. I wish I would have never spent money on that game. Was worse. Gosh, it had so much hype. I bought that in college, and I thought it was going to be so good, but it wasn't that great. But yeah, I when it comes to those games, I get stressed out. Shadow of Mordor I didn't beat.
Really? Oh my gosh.
It's short. Like I'm pretty far in that too. I think I'm gonna have a day, like a week or a month or something, or a year or 10 years where where I just beat these games. And if you guys like have that if you guys have any games though, if you guys are like me, and you guys should comment and tell me the games you guys haven't beat or something. Tell me if you guys feel me on that or if you just think I'm stupid. But interestingly, sorry that I'm talking a lot here, Joe, but I did see an article about, you know what the fear of missing out is?
No. Oh, yeah. I thought you were like referencing like a book or something. I'm like,
no, like, do you know what the concept of the fear of missing out is?
That's really the only reason I play like Destiny and Pokemon Go.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Because like every time the game is closed in Pokemon Go, there's like 5 Mewtwo at my house.
There's like what?
There's like 5 Mewtwo that spawn at my house. But then when I open the game, they're gone. So,
Well, yeah. So like if anyone doesn't really know what it means, like if I'm sure most of you do, but if you don't, it means like it can be used in any sort of like, it doesn't have to be in video games, but it can be like in life. But it's like you're scared that if you don't do something that like the trend is or that someone else is doing, kind of that you're gonna miss something in a sense. Like everyone kind of gets that at any time. But I read an article that apparently now, and they've probably been doing this for a while, but video game producers or developers, there's like a science behind it, and they try to develop their games to where you develop a fear of missing out, which I think is very interesting because it came up in Destiny.
Very manipulative.
Yeah, it's very manipulative. It's kind of scary, and it's kind of I don't know if it's like a good thing. It's probably not. But it's for instance, here's like an example. So like when Destiny 2 came out, right? Not Destiny 2. Well, Destiny Forsaken was out, right? Forsaken's really, really good. Right. It's a game that you have to, put a good bit of hours in to really reach its full content in a sense. You can play it casually and still have fun, but like, you really want to grind the game. But so as Forsaken came out, you had Spider-Man come out, and you had what was the other game? I'm missing one other game. Black Ops. So during those times, it's hard, and you're like pulled because you're like, I want to play Forsaken, but like, I mean, not like everyone's like this, but there's a good bit of people that are like, I want to play Forsaken, but I also don't want to miss out on Black Ops because I feel like if I don't play Black Ops, everyone else is going to be really good and I'm going to suck. But I also want to beat Spider-Man because if I don't beat Spider-Man, I'm not going to get to experience it. So they like did this article on it because like that's how developers try to develop games now, and I think that's like really interesting, and it's kind of scary. Like, I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Because
no, you're definitely right. I feel like out of all the developers that do that, it'd probably be EA and Ubisoft, or Ubisoft.
Yes, because of all the different games. Yeah,
and it's like with Battlefront 2, I heard the story was really good. And the graphics for both Battlefront 1 and 2 are like amazing, like almost cinematic, like movie quality.
Interesting.
I would say anyways, like the special effects, like you could probably almost use those in like an actual movie maybe. But like, so like in that sort of sense, I feel like, oh man, I don't want to miss out. And at the same time, like with the whole multiplayer thing with like the loot crates and all that, where like you have to unlock characters, like, yeah, like, oh, microtransactions are bad and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, this game sucks because it's microtransactions, but like, I'm playing Darth Vader would be so cool. I don't want to miss out on that. So like you just keep playing and like you deal with like that grind or whatever, or like you dump your money into a ton of loot crates and stuff. So like there's kind of that whole thing. And then with fake E3 trailers like Watch Dogs that Ubisoft released, and then like the actual games like poop in comparison.
Yep, it's some doo-doo sauce.
Yeah, so like
no, that's interesting.
Yeah, so
sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very interesting because I definitely feel that a lot because I really wanted to buy Black Ops, but I'm not gonna buy it right now because I'm really enjoying Destiny. Like I really, really like it, and there's so much content. And Festival of the Lost just came out. If you guys have been playing, Rip Master Ives. But I don't know. It's been really good, and there's gonna be a new DLC coming out in December and stuff, and Fallout's coming out. But it's just like I didn't allow myself to get it. I probably will get it eventually, but I'm not going to right now just because I'm having fun playing Destiny. Mm-hmm. Like I'm playing it a lot, and but yeah, I just thought that was really interesting because I never really thought of that, and I was like, that is actually really true because I feel like that is how my life has been with video games. Like I feel like I'm missing out, and I buy a game and then I play it, and then that's why I don't finish games a lot, I think. So I don't know. This year's been a pretty good year for games, but I actually want to ask you though. So I don't know if everyone's familiar with this game, but Anthem though comes out next year.
February, I think.
Yeah, February, I believe. I think it's like February 19th or something. So that's a game that me and Joe have like had on our radar. We don't know how we feel about it yet because we don't know if it's going to turn into like a division / like just I don't know. It could be a dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's by EA and
that's scary right there.
Who's the developer? It's the people who did like the Dragon Age.
Oh, BioWare?
BioWare, yeah, that's it. So like BioWare knows how to make games, but because they work with EA, like that work kind of gets diminished and like stomped on and like, you know, oh, let's take this out and make it a microtransaction or something instead. Like they lock things behind paywalls. So like that's what people are afraid of. People want it to be like what Destiny is supposed to be, you know, like with Taken King and Forsaken, not like vanilla Destiny and Destiny 2. And we know it's not going to be like Division, which was just like rushed and really buggy and didn't offer a whole lot of end game. Even with like whatever they called their raids, like I don't even know.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what they're called. But even that wasn't that good because it was just like, oh, here's 15 waves of like super hard enemies, kill them all. There wasn't really like a challenge. I mean, it was challenging to even get past the first wave. But like there wasn't like any sort of like mechanic like in raids and Destiny have where it's like, okay, because that's this symbol, we have to go over to this platform and do whatever. But yeah, so people are just afraid that it'll be another like Battlefront where it's a lot of like microtransactions and everything. So I'm really hoping it's not that because it looks awesome. The graphics are great, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of scary because I'm probably going to wait to get it. But
yeah, I'm definitely going to wait. And then freaking Fallout's beta for PC and PlayStation is in like 9 days.
RIP.
Xbox gets it on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, because I guess that technically is like an Xbox first thing, but it's not an exclusive, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. There's been some mixed feelings apparently on like people playing the or seeing like I think it was like a trailer or like a gameplay that came out recently, and people were kind of like, I don't know, this is looking very interesting because like they did some like gameplays and people were giving some mixed reviews about it. They were like, I don't know if I'm liking this, but I think it's going to be good. Like, I don't think it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything. I've seen a lot of videos, like, in my suggested feed where it's, like, my thoughts on Fallout 76 or whatever, or it's, like, my brutal, honest opinion and stuff like that. I haven't clicked on any of them, though.
Good. You're not giving the clickbait.
Yeah. And, like, I just don't want it. I've already pre-ordered it, like a scrub. So, like, I don't want to, like, be influenced by other people.
True. And at the end of the day, honestly, reviews are just opinion based. So,
that's true.
Like, you could love a movie that someone hates, and
and like critics and like casual audiences don't always like match. Like apparently, like casual audience members loved Venom, but like critics slammed it. So I don't know. And also, Anthem comes out February 21st. FYI.
It's 2 days
on
off.
Microsoft Windows, PS4, and Xbox One, so I'm probably going to get it on PC. Sorry.
No, I'll probably have my PC by then, so I'll probably get it
Hopefully.
then. Yeah. Yeah, so that's interesting. I think reviews are opinion based, so I think it's better just to play it. But we should totally title this podcast our brutal podcast, just so we have clickbait.
Why
the
is
brutal
it
legged.
It's not that brutal.
I don't know. I feel like that's what people do though. Like on YouTube and like some content creators, they like have the most interesting titles, which I guess that's what you have to do to get searched. But it's just funny sometimes we're like huge leaks, and it's like someone saying that like there's like a symbol gonna be in the game or something. It's like I don't know. I just think it's funny. I always laugh.
I don't know.
But shout out though to Houndish. He's a content creator for Destiny, and he is like really good at releasing news like really fast. And I always crack up because I read like the first couple comments because it's always like a top comment. But he literally, I don't know if he's like telepathic or what, but he like as soon as Destiny like releases like there's like news or anything, like he has like the video up. It's like insane. Like he has like I feel like he has like an inside guy at Bungie. I don't know, but it's crazy. He's like really good at getting content out because he's kind of like just like a review / news channel in a sense.
Yeah.
But it's funny because the comments every time he releases a video, there's always a person who comments. They're like Bungie, and it's like hyphen, and it says like, all right, guys, I think and then it's like cut off by like a hyphen, and it's just like, and then below it's like Houndish, and then it's hyphen, and it's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's Houndish here. Like, and it's just like, they do that all the time. It's like Bungie like stirs the pot. It's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's Houndish here. Like, the top comment's always like hilarious. I know that didn't sound that funny, but really, it's really funny.
You didn't explain like anything. Like, Bungie says this, and Houndish says, hey, what's up?
Okay, well, I'm stupid apparently.
I'm guessing you meant to say like, Bungie hyphen, okay guys, how about we, and they get cut off, and the Houndish says, hey guys, what's up? What the frick was that?
That was my mic, sorry.
And then Houndish goes, hey everyone, what's up? We're going to talk about this new news that came out from Bungie or whatever. Like, he already knows. I'm guessing that's what it was.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like that. Okay, it didn't come out great, so you guys
kind of left off the most important part.
You guys can troll me in the comments or something if you want. I'm terrible at this sometimes, but yeah, so it's just funny to me. It's funny. So I just thought I would share that with you. But yeah, I'm going to have to send you a comment by him. Were you going to say something? I feel like you were saying something.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Well, question then. So this brings me to the next thing I wanted to talk about. Okay. I was thinking about this week. So I feel like we've talked about this briefly between us. But so... so it's like going off the news like channels and stuff like for YouTube for gaming and stuff, like people will post guides on how to do things. They'll post news, like just all kinds of content for games to show people how to do things, because a lot of people just they don't want to kind of do it themselves kind of deal, especially when it comes to like really grindy games. I feel like a lot of people will post those kind of things, obviously. So I want to get your opinion. I think you obviously are the latter of this, because I know you've said it before, but it's an interesting topic. So do you yourself like to figure out games yourself for the most part, right? Like because there's a lot of times when we play Destiny where you're like, I want it to be like a surprise. I don't want to really like look ahead kind of. And that's how I am. Yeah.
It takes the fun out of a lot of games that I play.
Well, yeah, so, like, explain that, though, because, like, I feel the same way, so I was going to explain it some, too, but,
so, like, a good example of this is when, back in Destiny 1, Taken King came out, and I was doing the raid with the Brits for the first time. We spent, like, 8 hours doing it, and we didn't even get to Oryx. We were on his, like, sisters or whatever right before him, but, like, that whole 8 hours of us trying to figure out, like, okay, how does this work? Was just so much fun. And like once we figured it out, I was like, oh snap, dude. It was like the best feeling ever. Which is also why I like things like Sudoku and like all those other puzzle games. You could even say like Minesweeper too, because like when you get down
incoming to like Minesweeper Sudoku video.
When you get down to that last, like I like to play with like a ton of mines, right? Like 90 mines or whatever. And you get down to like the last 10. You're like, okay, it's about to like get lit right now.
Oh my gosh,
it's a great.
I never thought I'd hear the word lit and Minesweeper in the same sentence. But Joe is actually on the professional circuit for Minesweeper and Sudoku, so you guys should go check him out at joethesudoku.com. So,
but yeah, and then like even like smaller things, like some of the puzzles in like Spider-Man or Batman that you have to do are pretty cool. Even some of them in like in Skyrim, like like whenever you like go to those dungeons and that you find like that claw,
fish, dragon, snake.
Yeah, like you have
pretty
like,
much
that claw basically. I never knew to look on that claw for the thing, so I was just like guessing. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it is. But yeah.
Well, welcome to Scrub 30.0. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. No, keep going though.
I'm done. Like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like the feeling that you get from like solving a puzzle like without any help and stuff. That's why I like riddles too. Riddles are like the Riddler trophies and like the locations like you have to find in Batman. Like those are so cool. Not necessarily like the trophies themselves, but like the locations you have to like snap a picture of. Like those are so clever, like how they word those riddles and everything. Some of them are like really easy, and then others like you kind of need to like know some Batman comic stuff to know or to find out. But yeah. Good example.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I'm always torn because I like to watch people play the games, but I'm kind of I'm kind of like hesitant to sometimes watch because I don't want to like spoil it kind of sense. Like when Destiny 2 Forsaken came out, like I definitely wanted to watch, but I was like, I kind of want to play this though because I want to experience it myself kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the only times like I really look up like videos are like when I want to get crap done and I just need to get it done. So like for instance, the sleeper nodes, like I didn't feel like searching for the sleeper nodes. Be like in Destiny, there's a thing, there's a weapon called the sleeper simulant, but there's these like 15 nodes you have to collect, and they give you like a hint at where they're at. It's not that hard to find them, but I needed to get stuff done, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna look up little videos on them. So I look up things like that every now and then. But when it comes to like gaming stuff, like obviously there's like efficient ways to like play certain games. Like there's definitely like guides and like there's definitely just different methods you can do things. But I just like you said, I like to experience it myself kind of thing. And I don't like to I always like to hope for something more at the end kind of thing. So that's why I like to not look ahead, because it's like, oh, this is what's going to be at the end. So now the surprise is kind of spoiled.
Yeah.
So
I don't like for Destiny 2 Forsaken, I didn't read any of the story or watch any of the story or anything. The end game content, like Dreaming City and stuff, I don't really care if it gets spoiled. Like I'm too far behind for it to like affect me that much.
Right.
But like for this story, like I didn't want to get spoiled at all, because like, yeah, Cade dies, but like what if he comes back or something, or like gets brought back as like Cade 7, because that's usually how like exos are brought back.
Yeah, that's actually a theory.
No, that's not a theory. That's true. Like Banshee 22 or whatever he is, you know, that's like his 22nd like reboot basically. So like he's not the same Banshee he was the past 21 times. So, but yeah, so like I thought something like that was gonna happen. It didn't. Sad face. But yeah, so.
Well, it could still happen technically.
I mean, I feel like it could. I think it's bullcrap that my ghost is like, there's nothing I can do for him. It's like, dude, you're a ghost. What? You have like the power to revive me infinite times. Like, just like become his ghost for like 2 seconds. Hello?
Yeah, I've read some theories that people think he's gonna come back as like a different person, like come back like evil kind of. So
that'd be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. You really need to finish the Ace of Spades quest, because there's a lot of good stuff.
Okay, I'm on the
that.
Crucible part. I know that's gonna take forever because I suck with hand cannons in general, and now I have to get 25 precision shots in Crucible.
I can do that for you.
Maybe I might just have you do it for me.
Yeah,
I want to try it myself first, though.
I'll literally just let you vault everywhere for me in the game, and I can just do the precision. I'm so good at getting precision kills. I got like 7 in one match with the Trust. Nice. It's so easy.
Maybe I should. Maybe I'll try Trust.
Like it's so easy. You need like unflinching hand cannon aim on like your chest piece, it's pretty good. But yeah, so that's interesting. I wanted to ask you about that because I was thinking about that this week, and I was like, I feel like, you know, people like they could like give their opinion on that in a sense, because I know some people like there's some people that just don't want to play the game, like they just want to like watch someone do it and then like they do it themselves. And to me it's like there's a lot of fun in doing that. Now I will tell you, they in Elder Scrolls Online, if any of you guys play that, they have those puzzles like they do in like the other Elder Scrolls games, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I suck at those things. Like I knew about the claw. Like the claw was something I figured out. I was like, oh look, the pattern's on there, so that must be the pattern. But that was always like I was just terrible at it, and it used to frustrate the crap out of me. And I was like, come on, bro. Like, come on, Bethesda. Like, get it together. Like, give me some hint or something. But I don't know. But speaking of Skyrim, though, in Elder Scrolls, I was talking this week to Janelle and her brother. And her brother played Oblivion. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about the Grand Champion this weekend. Yeah. And I don't know if anyone else, like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are watching that, like, that have played Oblivion, but the Grand Champion caused some great laughs in my opinion. I don't know. I thought he was hilarious. Did you play Oblivion? I don't know if you did.
I played Oblivion like 3 times, and all 3 times, like I would start the save or whatever, like the game. I would like exit the prison or whatever, and then go to like the first town, and they're like, oh, hey, an Oblivion portal, and then I would go in there, die because like I'm underleveled, and then I'll be like, well, this game sucks, I quit.
Weren't you like scared too of the Oblivion
portals? A little bit, yeah. It was a little freaky when I was younger. Like now, like I probably won't play Oblivion just because like I've played Skyrim, so it's like that spoiled me. I'm like, oh, this game sucks in comparison. So,
but that's interesting though, because there's a lot of people that think Skyrim's worse than Oblivion.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, I know. I just think it's interesting because that's what her brother actually said this weekend. And it's interesting because like a lot of people really, really liked Oblivion. They liked the story.
Yeah, like
Skyrim added a lot of good like mechanics. So like they let you like dual wield stuff. They added like all this other stuff. So
yeah, like I feel like Oblivion had like a really solid story, but it just wasn't my cup of tea at the time. And then Skyrim came out. It was a bit more like happy, or like
True.
Lighter in tone.
Burning in Dragonfire.
It was lighter in tone. So like that kind of helped, and like the setting was really nice because like it was all snowy and stuff. Like, and like there's freaking dragons. Like dragons are way cooler than freaking like fighting off hordes of Daedric demons and stuff. I mean, those are in the game too a bit, but not nearly as much as they were in Oblivion.
It's like a different time too. Yeah, I mean, I actually never beat Oblivion, but I played a lot of it. But that's a game that it just was a really fun game. I just remember like going around the Imperial City. Like the funniest thing I remember is there was a guy called the Gray Fox. Or wait, did I get that wrong?
No, I think it's the Gray Fox.
Yeah, the Gray Fox. Yeah, he was like the leader of the Thieves Guild, and he had a mask that you got once you like ended up #spoilers. Once you beat the quest line, you got his mask, and they always had wanted posters all over the city and for him. And if you like stabbed someone or like stole from them, you could do it with like without your mask on, and then you could put your mask on. And wow, that was a really confusing sentence, but you had your mask off, you kill someone or you do something, and then a guard starts running towards you. You could put your mask on, and he would be like, "Huh, I don't know where that guy just went, but just let me know if you see him." Or no, it was the other way around. You put your sorry, I totally messed this up. You put your Gray Fox mask on, and you do the crime, and then they'll be like, "Oh, the Gray Fox," and then
you take it off,
and then you take it off, and then they're like, "Where'd he go?" And like it's like the funniest thing ever. Like it's like the biggest troll, and you. I think in Skyrim, I don't think you get that. I don't remember though. Yeah,
but I mean,
don't think
Skyrim,
you get that.
You just get your sneak up so high that like you can arrow someone in the face and like, what was that? Oh, must have been my imagination. They have like an arrow sticking out of their head.
Well, see, in Oblivion, they had athletics and acrobatics as well. Mm-hmm. They had both of them, and so that was different than Skyrim because I don't think they had. Yeah,
I like the stat system in Skyrim a lot better than Oblivion too.
Yeah, that's true. It was
a lot, and it was like a lot of it was unnecessary and stuff. It's like, oh, you increased your running ability. It's like, why do I suck at like? I kind of like get why they did it that way. It's like, okay, yeah, you start off sucking at running, and then like you get better or whatever. Then they had they might have had jumping or something too. Like just a bunch.
They had like aerobics, athletics, and like acrobatics.
Yeah,
or something
it was all
like
just like redundant. Just make it one thing.
But you could fly in that game if you had like 100 athletics.
Yeah.
So, like it was insane. You could jump you could like almost like literally walk on water. I think you actually could walk on water as like an ability, but I can't remember. But like it was so dumb. Like, and you could, and this is something they changed in Skyrim, but you could actually run full speed backwards with a bow in Oblivion, and it was so OP. Like you just run backwards, but in Skyrim they obviously like changed that, and it was like I remember the first time I tried it I was like, well, I'm dead, and then like that meme where it's like, well, I guess I'll die, like it's like that old guy or whatever. I freaking love that meme.
You mean the guy from Futurama where he's like, I don't want to live on this planet anymore?
No, it's this like this like stock image old man in like a red long sleeve shirt and like khakis. It's almost like one of those like Life Alert commercials where like, like help, I've fallen, I can't get up kind of thing, and like he's like shrugging, and it says like, well, I guess I'll die. Like it's just like really like his face really funny. I've actually seen that meme a lot on Black Ops for Reddit lately.
You sure it's not State Farm?
No, oh my gosh.
Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. Jake sounds hideous. Remember that commercial?
He's a guy, so
yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, there's that meme is on the Black Ops 4 Reddit a lot, because apparently in Black Ops 4 the dogs are ridiculously overpowered like kill streak. And so people post on Reddit, they're like, when you see the dog come at you, like you're just like, well, I guess I'll die. And like there's like people posting like milk bone treats as like something they should add in the game that like distracts dogs. I just Googled it.
I've never seen this meme.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? You see it though?
Yeah, it's an old dude in a red shirt. I don't know where he got khakis from, but yeah.
It's like hilarious though, but it's funny because they posted like a milk bone and they said they should put that in the game to like distract dogs. They should throw like a milk bone somewhere because like apparently the dogs are just like ridiculous. What?
So the old dude in the meme, his name is Mike Baldwin, and apparently
how did you find that?
It's one of the Google images, and it's like his Facebook, and he posted a shirt. It's like a black T-shirt of him, of like the meme of him on the shirt as like a picture, and it says "Guess I'll die." And his Facebook post says, "About 3 years ago, a stock photo of me shot by Ann Baldwin, his wife, went viral as a meme on Facebook. Since then, my image has appeared on T-shirts, mugs, towels, you name it. Helen and Alexa conspired to buy me this T-shirt for my birthday." And it's the black T-shirt with the picture on it, and the shirt says "Guess I'll die," and then the caption below this whole thing says "Guess I'll die."
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious. Like, I always wondered, like, people that make, like, that become a meme, like, what they think. Like, remember the dude in CNN, like, or the political races last year? The guy with, like, the red sweater, or, like, 2 years ago with, like, the red sweater. Do you remember him? No. He was, like, glasses, and he was, like, in the background asking a question, and people were him for Halloween. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't remember his name. I think it was Ken. It was, like, Ken or something. It was hilarious, but,
you know,
yeah,
so... You know the Bad Luck Brian meme?
Yeah.
His name's not even Brian. It's like Mark or something.
Oh,
and
really?
McDonald's like just released a commercial with him.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Those were like some of my favorite memes in like college. Probably Bad Luck Brian was great. Like,
yeah. It's funny how like a meme got him a commercial deal with McDonald's. Like, what?
I know, right? That's crazy. Like, all you have to be is like, you got to look funny in a way, or you got to do something embarrassing.
Yeah, and then freaking that meme girl, Catch Me Outside, how about that? She's like a rapper now, and she's like got like millions of subscribers on YouTube and stuff. I'm like,
I know, that's ridiculous. Like, Joe, I need you to like go outside right now, just take off all your clothes and run around the street. Maybe we'll get a meme out of that. No, I saw this. Janelle's brother also showed me that dude in the hurricane with long hair.
Yeah, he
was like listening to Slayer.
Yeah. He's been to like the past 2 big hurricanes.
That's hilarious.
He started like a Kickstarter too, or like a GoFundMe.
Really?
For like people to pay for his gas and food so he could drive to like the East Coast for the last hurricane.
What?
Yeah, for Florence. Yeah, and
Are you kidding
people
me?
gave him like $200 or whatever. He only needed like 100. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow, 2K18.
Yep.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Well,
what a world.
I think what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna ask you about your game reviews. Metacritic reviews. But I know you've been playing Destiny, but you also play a little bit of Spider-Man. But is there anything you want to? Yeah, Joe right now is trying 100% Spider-Man. He's 93%.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I just want to ask you, like I always ask every week, but what was a cool thing you did in a game this week, if you can remember? Like, if I should just say cool thing you did in Destiny, because you've been playing that a bunch. But there is cool things in Spider-Man.
Everything you do in Spider-Man is cool.
True.
I wouldn't say it's cool.
When I say cool, it can just be like things that I'm gonna rephrase it as like things that were like iconic or stood out to you that was interesting in your game.
I was doing a strike and in Destiny, obviously, and it was the Forgotten Warden or whatever that one's called, with like the
Warden,
on the reef, and we were going down like that big elevator like at the end, and this dude, one of the teammates, I don't know how this happened, but like I jumped down into the elevator tube before him, and like it just like sort of like lets you float down. So like he was above me, and then somehow like he meleeed, got like behind me, and his melee like punched me into the wall at light speed, and I died. And then my body was like in like the boss arena. So like I don't know how that
had a
worked.
cheese.
I don't know how it worked, but like he like he meleeed me, killed me, and I didn't even spawn like in the elevator or like at the bottom of the elevator. I spawned like where the boss was before he spawned.
I think someone on Reddit posted about that, apparently. I think. Because they said don't Titan charge in the elevator or something like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was a hunter because I heard like the knife sound.
Oh, but, well, I know. I think someone did post about that. That's funny though.
Yeah,
interesting. That kind of reminds me of the Taniks strike.
I love Taniks.
Like how you could like go outside of the map. Remember that? Like on the like elevator part where you like shot up. Remember that time we did the Nightfall and you like shot up above the like ceiling?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Now every time we do that warden thing and there's the elevator, like that first elevator that lifts you straight up, I never get to it in time and I'm always like left behind.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing that I say, my thing that stood out this week, and this is like, it's kind of a mild triggering, but this week I feel like had been the worst matchmaking I've ever experienced in Destiny ever. Because guys and girls, this week, like me and Joe, we're decent Destiny players, okay? We're pretty good in Crucible now. We're pretty good at PvE. We die sometimes in really stupid ways, yes. But the people that they paired us with in multiple activities this week, it was just laughable. Like, we were playing Gambit, and I've never seen teams not be able to play a game mode or comprehend a game mode. Like, it's like we were playing with, like, 6-year-olds. Like, it was ridiculous. And then we played the Haunted Forest, which is a very simple concept. And there's these dudes that we get paired with, like whatever his name was. I can't remember his name. He actually had like his first name on his tag. I can't remember his name. It was like Jason or something.
No, it wasn't Jason.
But that's kind of funny, Jason in the Haunted Forest. But yeah, like it was ridiculous. Like we were like if we were just playing and these people were like incomprehensible to what we were doing. And it was triggering me this week a lot.
It really was.
Like I was getting really upset, but it was kind of funny. But a little minor thing that did happen was I was playing, I think it was the Haunted Forest, and I remember it was some PvE activity, and this thing came in like meleeed me or tried to. It was like blackout, and I like jumped. I 2-stepped backwards, double jumped, and threw a grenade off the dude's head. And it like ended up killing him, and it was really cool. It made me feel like a badass. But I think this week's theme for me is just absolute garbage matchmaking, and Bungie needs to give me better teammates because me and Joe deserve it.
I will say, when we played Iron Banner earlier this week, we had like a couple games where like it was like really even games, and then like one game it just kind of all fell apart. But it was okay. Like, even though we got crushed, the enemy team had this guy named Joshi Murda.
Yeah, Joshi Murda.
Every like kill that I got that game was basically Joshi Murda, and it wasn't on purpose. Right. I wasn't like hunting him down or anything. It was just like, oh, I killed Joshi Murda. I murdered Joshi Murda.
Yeah, we were actually
so funny.
Yeah, no, I actually will say the matchmaking for Iron Banner this week was actually really good. Like, even games that we lost, the games were actually, they seemed really well balanced. And I think a lot of that was because we weren't playing against teams with like 6 clan members in them, which is something they definitely need to look into doing. Like, they need to like do like a separate matchmaking for clans like that, because in my opinion, that's just like, I don't feel like it's the same experience when you're playing against a clan of 6. They're like 6 stacking, because there should be a separate playlist. I feel like that want to practice, people that like want to play with their clan, they can play against other clans, and it doesn't have to be competitive. It can be a casual list. But yeah, I will say Iron Banner this week was actually it seemed very even, and it was good. Like, I enjoyed Iron Banner this week a lot. But yeah, so that was kind of what our highlights this week. So yeah, time for the Metacritic review sesh. It's going to be Joe's turn, because like you guys found out last week, I am absolutely awful.
So the scores right now, I'm 3 for 4 and you're 1 for 4.
Exactly. So I think I've got some good ones.
Yeah, let's see.
These are definitely games that I've heard of before. Well, actually, I lied. I've heard of 2 of them. But okay, we're gonna start off with this one. We got 3 here. Okay, right. And I believe all of these are PlayStation 4 games. I clicked the PlayStation 4. They're also on PC. I'll just do them one by one. But yeah, I all clicked. They were like they were kind of like highlighted for PlayStation 4. But okay, first one is 84 Metascore, 8.1 user score. Okay. This is, I gave you the genre, right?
Yes.
So genre is action, fighting, 3D.
Okay.
So it says, here's the summary. History hides away more than one truth. Blank represents the last entry into the premier weapons-based head-to-head fighting series and continues the epic struggle of warriors searching for the legendary Blanks. Taking place in the 16th century, revisit the events of the original Blank to uncover hidden truths.
Is it Soul Calibur?
F my life. Yep.
Is it really?
It. Yeah, it is.
Sweet. Soul Calibur 6, right?
Yes.
Is it a V and an I?
Yeah, it is. I can read Roman numbers. Jeez, dude, that's like so ridiculous. Was that easy?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I don't think you're gonna be able to get one of these though.
We'll see.
I'm gonna stump you. Oh, I think we might have both played this, but you might have get this. Maybe. Okay, so this one is an 85 Metascore on PS4, PC, Switch, Xbox One, user score of 8.0. And the summary, it is a strategy. Well, first is the genre is strategy, turn-based tactics.
Okay.
Summary is a continent engulfed in the bitter flames of war. Commander Blank and his childhood friends set out to fight in a desperate war, but bone-chilling blizzards, waves of Imperial soldiers, and the godlike powers of the Blank
I got it.
Okay, what?
Valkyria Chronicles.
Yep.
The fourth one.
Yep. Dang, how'd you know that? Just cause?
Because it was tactician. It was like tactics and like turn-based.
God, you're really good at this.
I know.
I think didn't we play the beta or something?
No,
or you played the beta?
The first one, which was amazing. Sean actually like introduced me to it, and I loved it.
Okay.
We actually talked
about
it like last episode or the first episode. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so on this one, you might get this. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of this. But I'm gonna read a person's review from this.
Okay.
As well after you try to guess, but so it's got a 48 on Metascore.
All right.
It's a 7.2 user score. It's PS4, PC, Xbox One.
Okay.
It is a role-playing action RPG. The summary is: you are a living weapon, unwillingly unchained by the warden. The player's skills are put to the test, given only the instruction that they must stop the end of the world. With a story the player must piece together themselves, the central character sets off with no memory of their past. Other characters in the game may shed light on the situation, but the reality is not always clear, as characters are always operating on their own agendas. Use your diverse arsenal of ranged and melee weapons to clear your path as you explore dark, sci-fi interconnected worlds in your quest for truth and salvation.
Interesting.
Sounds like a really badass game. So I'm actually kind of like interested to see like if this game is like actually bad or if it's actually good, because there's like some very interesting reviews on this. So it's rated T for toddler.
Okay.
I'm actually really surprised it's rated T.
Give me the review.
Like the actual person's review.
Weren't you gonna read a review?
I was, but I don't know.
Oh, you wanted to wait till like I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to wait till you guess because I love reading these like really bad reviews.
Give me the genre and description again.
Genre is role playing action RPG. It's developed by Toadman Interactive.
Never heard of
It's no online multiplayer. Let's see. So summary again is you are a living weapon, unwillingly unchained by the warden. The player's skills are put to the test, given only the instruction that they must stop the end of the world. With the story the player must piece together themselves, the central character sets off with no memory of their past. Other characters in the game may shed light on the situation, but the reality is not always clear, as characters are always operating on their own agendas, using your diverse arsenal of ranged and melee weapons to clear your path as you explore dark, sci-fi interconnected worlds in your quest for truth and salvation. Looks very interesting. I'm watching the trailer right now.
Is it a game we've played before?
No, I've never played this game. I think I've stumped the Joe. This is hard. But for some reason, I felt like you were going to get this because like you just randomly know like random things when it comes to this stuff.
Who is the developer? Like Toadman Interactive?
Toadman Interactive.
I've never heard of that. What the frick?
I haven't either. That's probably why I got a 48. To be honest with you.
The first line is like you're a living weapon. Interesting.
You're a living weapon.
What the frick?
Interesting, isn't it?
I have no clue. I feel like even if I tried to Google that, I still wouldn't know.
It's like really apparently vague. I'll give you one last hint. Okay. It according to a lot of these player reviews, it's similar to Dark Souls.
Interesting.
But it's like sci-fi instead of like whatever Dark Souls considered to be, I guess like medieval or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just give me a guess so I can write it down.
Let's see. So you're a living weapon. You're a warden. You're trying to figure out the truth of the world or whatever. So we'll say it's rated T for toddler. You said, right?
Yeah, T for toddler.
Okay. Timmy the tyrannical toddler and his darkest days or something like that.
I love it. That makes my body feel good. No, so the game's called Immortal Unchained.
I've never heard of that game.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's why I picked it. Also because it was like on the top page, but it was a 48 and it really stood out. Mm-hmm. But it actually looks kind of cool. But yeah, so apparently it's kind of like Dark Souls. So reading a user review here, this person gave it, let's see. Let me see if there's like a good one. So someone gave it a 0. I want to read this one. This is by YZ Otheteg on October 9th, 2018. So it came out in September. Crappy generic music, boring bosses, regular enemies, masked ass bosses, lag and crashes and buggy as hell. This game gives the illusion of choice, but the truth is you can't win without a sniper rifle since the levels are so unfair and unbalanced that you'll have to snipe enemies that have sniper rifles in a narrow hallway or you can't proceed. Imagine Mega Man, but make every stage 10 times longer so it takes you 1 to 3 hours to get to the boss. When you finally reach it, it's a child's play. This game is horrendous. I love Soulsborne games, but this is a horrible way to try and cash in on it. I would go so far as to call plagiarism, since so much is stolen directly from the Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. It should be illegal to sell this unstable piece of garbage. I have played early access games that are more stable. It's pathetic. Let's hope Toadman will never make a game again. I don't care. It's a 20 people team that developed the game. They developed a turd and try to charge you money for it. Get a job, I say, a real job, because game development isn't your cup of tea and it never will be. Wow.
Dang.
Guy was pretty harsh. And then there's there's another person who gave it a 10. There's 3 people that gave it 10s. I'll read the shorter one. The guy who gave it a 10 said, I am 30 out, like a 10 as in green. So like that's like the best score, I guess, as a user. But I guess a Metacritic gives 1 through 100. So users can give 1 through 10. This one is from PS3 Hero. He said, I am 30 hours in and I think I hit 60% of the game. It is a AA title, so in the end, just 30 devs were working on it. And yes, you see it in the graphics, but it's still good looking and very atmospheric. Gameplay is Demon Souls with guns set in a sci-fi setting. I love it. Looks awesome, and the fights are very difficult, what I like. Most bad reviews talk about the technical flaws. Look behind it and enjoy one of the best games since years.
Interesting.
So probably that right there kind of... Yeah, probably not going to play it. But it does kind of show you how, like I said, it's really just based on each person and what they like. Watching the trailer, it looks like it was made in like 10 years ago, though. Like the maps look really kind of boring and look kind of, it just doesn't look like a next-gen game at all, to be honest. But I can definitely see like why it's a AA title, but it honestly looks like a game that would be like a demo for like the PlayStation 4, like kind of thing, like a free game. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play it either. But it does definitely, I think, showcase like people's different opinions when it comes to that stuff. But Joe, you did well. 2 out of 3, you're killing it. So now you're 5 out of 6. Jeez. Well, I'm scared for next week because it's my turn. And the only reason why we did yours last week, again, just because I did so poorly. But I'm gonna study this week. I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna really try to prepare myself, see if I can get a good grade on the next Metacritic review because it's my turn. I can't be embarrassing again last week. So hopefully I will bring my A game next week for that. But I feel like you're searching for something right now.
I'm just getting my reviews ready for next week.
Oh, he's already starting it. Interesting. Okay. Well, guys, unless Joe has anything else that he wants to say, I think this will end the episode this week for Lagged Out episode 3. We had some good talks and discussion this week. So I'm going to hand it over to Joe for him to say any final parting words. I'll have a few things after that, but Joe, what do you have to say? And then I'll hand it back to Joe.
I mean, so like right now we're just playing Destiny, but then in like 9 days, Fallout beta comes out, and then like a week after that, Fallout comes out. So it's gonna be interesting seeing where our time goes in the next 2 weeks. But yeah,
it's gonna be very interesting.
So you guys will hear all about that probably in some future podcasts. But until then, thank you guys for tuning in and listening this week. We appreciate it. Feel free to like the video if you did enjoy it. Feel free to subscribe too. We do these. We release these every Tuesday, and you can also follow us on our Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/JoeTheJoe99 and Twitch.tv/BrawWeGotThis. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Adam streams Monday, Tuesday, right?
Yep. Right.
Monday, Tuesday. And yeah, just stay tuned for more podcasts, maybe some stream highlights and other things coming down to the YouTube world. But until then, always remember to have faith, be great, and we'll see you guys next week. Later.
Thank you guys for lagging out with us. Lagged out. Out. Yes, I love it. Peace, guys and girls.